Live look at Doppler radar. 4-day rainfall totals we saw here in the valley. Flash flood watch is in place for the areas you see highlighted here on the map. Fast moving storm cells that have been moving through for the past hour. Mountains 1 inch to 2 inches. Some areas 2 to 4 inches. Ahead of the next storm system that comes in. See 53 in Sedona, 34 in Prescott, 38 for Flagstaff, 71 for Globe.
Talk about that fresh powder, Ashley.
Oh yeah, they're going to see a couple of inches, not a lot when it comes to the snow, but a couple of inches. It's more of a rain event due to the fact that it's so warm. So that's why we're seeing those higher rainfall totals out there. But yeah, we're not done with this yet. I know we're getting a break here in the valley right now, but wanted to show you too. Also a live look from Sedona, where we've got a little bit of some rain, very light, that's falling right now. But again, those low deck clouds that are out there, we saw that throughout the day here in the valley as those showers one after another were coming through, and even started off this morning with a little bit of fog. So we could see some more fog tomorrow morning. Here's what we really need to know about and we need to pay attention to. There's a lot of flash flooding and flooding that's already occurring, but more expected as we'll see more rain as the system moves in. So the flash flood watch for the areas you see here in the map highlighted in green begins tomorrow and goes through Friday night, and that includes Metro Phoenix. Live look at Doppler radar as we are seeing the heavier rain pushing up into eastern and northeastern Arizona, seeing a little bit of some isolated thunderstorms in that, so a little bit of lightning that's out there. All of this again going to continue to push to the northeast as we head through the rest of the night with more storms really developing. So we take a look at Futurecast, and as we head into this evening, very spotty activity. We could develop right around about 10 o'clock here in the valley, some more very light showers, but most of it moves out in our overnight, and then things get really quiet heading into the start of the day tomorrow. So not expecting to see a lot of activity at this point, even through the lunch hour. We'll keep most of it in and around Yuma. Now keep your eye on Yuma. You'll notice that we'll start to kind of see that storm system finally coming onshore. So moving into Southern California, that's why this band from Yuma up through Bullhead City is going to be so strong as we head into Thursday night. For the valley, then things begin to pick up between 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. tomorrow night is what models are showing, with that heavier rain that's going to move in. And not just for us, but Flagstaff down through Show Low. And again, all of this is going to start to move to the east in our overnight hours and continue through Friday. So we're talking about rain. We could see an additional inch to inch and a half in the valley. The mountains 1 inch to 2 inches. Some areas 2 to 4 inches. Snow levels remain high, about 7,000 feet, with only about 1 inch to maybe 5 inches at the very, very high peaks. All right, temperatures. Today they were in the 60s. Tomorrow in the 70s. Back down to the 60s on Friday. Drying things out for Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the 70s. And temperatures go once again 70s and 60s as we bring in another round of showers Monday through Wednesday. Well, afternoon temperatures not as cool as we were thinking. 103 ended up being our temperature this afternoon, but that might actually end up helping us later on as we are starting to wait for these thunderstorms. But finally, for the north and northwest part of the valley, we do have storms that are tracking in right now. You can see that very long line of storms from the I-10 all the way up into Black Canyon City right now, and this is now pushing into the valley. So we're going to continue to see this really developing, but wanted to zoom in just a little bit because look at the amount of lightning that is moving over the white tanks right now associated with that storm cell. A ton of lightning, seeing some small hail that's falling as well as reports are coming in. Now, let's get up to the North Valley where we are seeing that rain. New River, Anthem, Lake Pleasant, and now starting to spread its way closer to the Cave Creek Carefree area. This is all going to be moving from west to east, and the rain is going to be moving in. Rain gauges have been showing anywhere from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch rain of falling in about a half an hour. All along the I-10, we've got those isolated thunderstorms that are really developing for us. So as they continue to track to the east, we'll watch to see what direction they move in and if they are going to stay together and move into the valley. But areas like Surprise, Sun City West, Glendale, Peoria, North Phoenix, get ready because we could see some stuff that's moving in for you in the next 30 minutes. Down to our south, not a lot that is happening right now as far as in and around Casa Grande or Gila Bend. You're pretty quiet, but isolated cells tracking towards Ajo, and we're also seeing them across the deserts of Pima County, all again moving from west to east. Up in the high country, isolated showers continuing from Baghdad through Prescott Valley, and in through Camp Verde, also down through the Congress area. Things nice and quiet for you though up in Flagstaff. So as we head through the rest of the night, models are showing the isolated to scattered thunderstorms will continue. This is our high resolution model. We're starting at 7 o'clock tonight, so we're going to see everything kind of pushing through. So we will get that chance to see more thunderstorms develop and possibly make their way into central and eastern portions of the valley all the way through 10 o'clock tonight. We'll also continue with isolated showers from Prescott through Payson and possibly up into Show Low. Now, as we head into our overnight hours, some isolated activity in and around Lake Havasu will kind of wrap things up, and heading into the start of the day tomorrow, things should be quiet. But tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, another round of storms could be coming our way. Let's talk about the amount of rainfall we're going to see through tomorrow morning. Not a lot that's going to be coming in. Most models are tracking that we will see about 1/4 of an inch for most places, with isolated pockets getting about 1/2 an inch. But of course, as those thunderstorms move through, we could see some areas drop about 1 inch of rain, just like what we saw last night. That's why the National Weather Service has this flash flood watch in place for all the areas you see here on the map in green through 11 p.m. due to those isolated storm cells that will drop a lot of that rain. And of course, we'll be watching the dry riverbeds, the washes, the burn scar areas all around the state as those thunderstorms drop that rain. 50, the overnight low for Flagstaff tonight, 66 for Sedona, and 83 for Phoenix. Temperatures tomorrow nice and cool, 76 for Flagstaff, 87 for Sedona, and 98 for Phoenix. Take a look at the 7-day forecast. 50% chance of showers on Monday, 40% chance on Tuesday, and then a 20% chance on Wednesday. But temperatures staying well below where they should be and in those 90s all the way through the mid part of the week. After that, though, high pressure comes back in, dry air comes in, and those temperatures gradually warm up. We'll be back to 107 by Saturday and 108 by next Sunday.
We're likely to see others follow suit because, Ashley, there's not a whole lot going on out there.
No, not at all. I mean, typically this time of year, it's almost like every other day we would be tracking something. And really, I mean, in the 5 years I've been here, I think this is the first time I haven't chased a storm. I haven't been up to cover snow this year. 2020 is just weird all around. Let's talk about that. All right. It's just weird all around. So when it comes to our heat this week, we're still going to remain well above where we should this time of year. When it comes to the storms, we're dry, even up in our mountains. Let's talk about temperatures that we have outside right now. 103 in downtown Phoenix. We've got a few spots in the 90s like Gilbert and Glendale, and then we're right at that 100-degree mark for Tempe and for Scottsdale. So as we begin to head into tomorrow morning, temperatures should drop into the 80s. We are going to see probably about 88 degrees, 87 degrees around the valley for our overnight lows. And we'll jump into those 90s by 8 a.m. And then we should be in the triple digits by about 10 o'clock in the morning. So we take a look at the water vapor loop, and this huge pocket of very dry, very hot air is just pushing in from the west. Notice where it's taking all of our moisture into Texas. That's where the monsoon flow is going right now. Now, as high pressure kind of changes as we head into the end of the week, we could start to drag that moisture back into the state. But for tomorrow, the storm threat, maybe a sprinkle or two down in southeastern Arizona like we saw today, but that would be about it. Air quality should be moderate for tomorrow. UV index will be extreme. The pollen count will be medium. We do have an excessive heat watch beginning on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. and going until Sunday at 8 p.m. for the areas you see highlighted in red here on the map. 103 to 111 in the valley tomorrow. We're going to see a high of 82 in Flagstaff, 91 in Prescott, 92 in Payson, 99 in Globe, and 111 in Bullhead City. Flagstaff, your 7-day forecast, clouds mixed with sunshine all week. Your coolest day on Thursday at 82. Payson, same thing, clouds mixed with sunshine, and your coolest day will be tomorrow with that high of 92. All right, so here in the valley, we are talking about temperatures staying above the 110 mark next 7 days. So we'll just be adding to that grand total there. Really, no rain coming our way. Overnights jumping into the 90s for a couple of days, and our hottest is going to be Friday through Sunday with that expected high of 114.